Your gut doesn't scream when it's in trouble. It whispers. It gives you subtle signs: fatigue, anxiety, bloating, breakouts, low immunity, but most people miss them, or worse, normalize them. We assume it's stress. We blame a bad night of sleep. But what if your gut has been slowly breaking down, day after day, meal after meal, without you even knowing? In this first part of the gut reset, we're going to expose the silent threats, everyday habits, and foods that are compromising your gut lining, damaging your microbiome, and triggering low-grade inflammation that spreads silently across your body. We'll begin with something that seems innocent: snacking. Not the act of eating, but how often you snack. Constant eating, even small amounts, forces your digestive system to keep working without rest. Your gut needs fasting windows time to cleanse, repair, and rebalance. Without them, bacteria that thrive on fermentation multiply, and the result is bloating, acid reflux, and sluggish digestion. So if you're reaching for healthy snacks every 2 hours, your gut never gets a break, and that's a problem. Now let's talk about refined seed oils. Soybean oil, canola oil, corn oil. They're in everything from salad dressings to crackers, even so-called fitness meals. These oils are ultra-processed and high in omega-6 fatty acids, which the body needs in small amounts, but when consumed in excess, they create inflammation. That inflammation often starts in the gut lining. Over time, this weakens the tight junctions that hold your intestinal wall together, allowing food particles and toxins to leak into the bloodstream. This is where the term leaky gut comes from. And it's not a fringe idea. It's been studied in relation to autoimmune conditions, skin disorders, and even brain fog. If you're using vegetable oils daily to cook, or eating processed foods that contain them, your gut is paying the price. Another gut killer is lack of sleep. Yes, really. Your microbiome follows a circadian rhythm, just like you do. When you sleep poorly or go to bed at inconsistent hours, it affects how your gut bacteria behave. Poor sleep reduces the diversity of your microbiome, increases cortisol, which breaks down the gut lining, and slows down motility. That's why people with insomnia often experience constipation or irregular digestion. One bad night won't ruin you, but years of poor sleep can silently erode your gut health, and most people never make the connection. Next, let's address one of the most controversial gut disruptors: gluten. Now, not everyone is celiac, but modern wheat contains higher levels of a protein called gliadin, which has been shown to increase gut permeability in both sensitive and non-sensitive individuals. That means even if you don't feel gluten intolerance, your gut might be reacting. The issue isn't just the bread, it's the processing. Commercial breads today are loaded with conditioners, preservatives, and sugar, which change the way they're digested and how they interact with gut bacteria. And remember, gut reactions aren't always instant. They can manifest hours or days later as fatigue, skin irritation, or low mood. Artificial sweeteners are next, and they're more destructive than most people realize. Aspartame, sucralose, saccharin. These compounds have been linked to reduced microbial diversity, especially in people who consume them daily. The gut reads these sweeteners as foreign and reacts defensively. What's worse, many sugar-free foods combine artificial sweeteners with preservatives and emulsifiers, creating a perfect storm for microbiota damage. You think you're choosing the healthier version, but your gut thinks otherwise. Even natural alternatives like stevia and monk fruit should be consumed in moderation, especially if they're mixed with erythritol or filler compounds. Let's not forget stress, the invisible threat. Chronic psychological stress changes your gut's environment. It reduces the production of stomach acid and enzymes, slows digestion, and increases permeability. Worse, it alters the balance between good and bad bacteria. People under stress often have more firmicutes associated with obesity and fewer bacteroides associated with leanness and gut health. Your body may appear fine on the outside, but inside, it's fighting an inflammatory war. And it all starts with the gut-brain axis. Finally, antibiotics, while life-saving, don't just kill the bad guys. They wipe out entire populations of bacteria, including the protective ones. One round of antibiotics can alter your microbiome for months. And unless you're actively rebuilding it with the right foods and habits, your gut may never fully recover. Worse yet, many people take antibiotics without medical need, especially for viral infections, where they offer zero benefit. The gut doesn't forget. Every antibiotic leaves a fingerprint, so what do all these triggers have in common? They're subtle, consistent, and often overlooked. No single one will destroy your gut overnight, but combined and repeated daily, they wear down your system like sandpaper. To reset your gut, we must first remove what's damaging it. In the next section, we'll uncover what to start doing to begin the healing process. Now that you know what's quietly damaging your gut, let's shift the focus. This is where healing begins, not with a pill or a product, but with daily habits that restore your gut's natural strength. And the first step is deceptively simple: stop grazing. Your gut needs space between meals to enter what's called the migrating motor complex, an internal cleansing wave that pushes food, waste, and bacteria through the digestive tract. But if you snack constantly, even on healthy foods, this cleansing process gets interrupted. Instead, create intentional gaps between meals. Start with 4 to 5 hours. If you feel hungry in between, ask yourself, am I thirsty? Am I tired? Or is this just a habit? Giving your gut time to rest is one of the most powerful ways to reduce bloating, rebalance bacteria, and strengthen your intestinal lining without taking anything. Next, eat fiber with intention. Not just random vegetables, but prebiotic fibers that specifically feed your beneficial bacteria. Think onions, garlic, leeks, asparagus, green bananas, and oats. These fibers aren't fully digested in your stomach. Instead, they reach the colon, where they become food for your microbiota. The result: more short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which lower inflammation and repair the gut lining. Add 1 new prebiotic food per day. Rotate, mix raw and cooked forms. This diversity is what your gut thrives on. But fiber alone isn't enough. Your gut needs fermented foods, living foods that deliver beneficial bacteria directly into your system. Sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, yogurt, the real kind, tempeh, miso. These aren't just trendy, they've been used in traditional cultures for centuries to support digestion. Just a tablespoon or 2 per day can shift your gut balance over time. If you're new to them, start small. Let your body adapt. And always choose versions without added sugar or preservatives, because those will undo the benefits. Hydration is next, but not just drinking water. It's how and when you hydrate. Start your morning with warm water and a pinch of salt or a splash of lemon. This gently wakes up your digestive tract and supports your electrolyte balance. Throughout the day, sip water consistently, but avoid chugging during meals, which dilutes stomach acid and impairs digestion. Instead, hydrate between meals and let your gut focus when it's time to digest. One of the most overlooked healing habits is chewing. Yes, chewing your food. The digestive process starts in the mouth, where enzymes begin breaking down carbs. When you eat too fast or swallow large bites, your stomach and intestines work harder than they should. This leads to gas, fermentation, and bloating. Try this. At your next meal, chew each bite at least 20 times. Pause between bites. Put your fork down. You'll feel fuller sooner, digest better, and notice less discomfort within days. Let's talk movement, not exercise movement. Your gut loves gentle motion. Walking after meals stimulates digestion and reduces post-meal blood sugar spikes. Even 10 minutes is enough. Yoga poses like twists or child's pose can stimulate intestinal flow. Sedentary days, especially when sitting for long periods, slow everything down. So build short walks into your day. Your microbiome thrives when your body is in motion. Then there's sleep rhythm. We mentioned how poor sleep damages your gut, but the reverse is also true. Good sleep supports microbiome diversity, lowers inflammation, and balances appetite hormones like ghrelin and leptin. To reset your gut, reset your nights. Go to bed at the same time each evening. Avoid screens 1 hour before sleep. Use blackout curtains. Create a sleep routine your nervous system can rely on. The gut and brain talk constantly, and both need silence to recover. Mindful breathing may sound unrelated, but here's the truth. Breath controls digestion. Deep belly breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. Just 5 minutes per day of slow, nasal breathing can lower stress hormones, increase gut blood flow, and regulate motility. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Do it before meals. Your gut will respond faster than you think. Last but not least, rebuild with real food. Focus on single ingredient, whole foods. Ditch anything with a barcode or a commercial claim. Eat colors. Think cooked vegetables, clean proteins, healthy fats. Don't fear natural starches your gut needs. Variety. Avoid extreme diets unless medically necessary. The goal isn't restriction, it's resilience. A healthy gut should be able to handle different foods without reaction. The more you train it gently, the stronger it becomes. Healing your gut is less about adding products and more about removing chaos. When you return to rhythm eating, sleeping, moving, breathing, you give your microbiome the environment it was built for. No supplements can replace that, and no shortcut will give you what consistency can. In the next part, we'll combine everything: how to create your own gut reset plan step by step, day by day. Now that you know what to stop and what to start, the final step is to bring it all together into a realistic daily plan you can follow. Healing your gut isn't about perfection, it's about rhythm, it's about consistency, and most of all, it's about removing the triggers and creating space for your body to do what it was designed to do: regenerate. Let's begin with day 1 of your gut reset. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with the morning. Before coffee, before checking your phone, drink a glass of warm water with lemon or a pinch of sea salt. This activates your digestive system gently, hydrates your cells, and sets the tone for balance. Take 5 minutes after that to breathe deeply. No distractions. Just sit, breathe, reset your nervous system. Then, for breakfast, keep it simple and anti-inflammatory. Think cooked oats with chia seeds and cinnamon, or a smoothie with greens, ginger, flaxseed, and unsweetened almond milk. Avoid sugar, dairy, and anything ultra-processed. You're feeding your gut, not just your hunger. Mid-morning. Go for a 10-minute walk outside if you can. This isn't exercise. It's movement. Movement that signals your gut to stay active, alert, and balanced. If you're hungry before lunch, drink water first. Most hunger is just thirst or habit. For lunch, focus on fiber and fat. A large salad with olive oil, grilled protein, fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi. Add a sweet potato or some quinoa if you need carbs, but make it whole, real, and colorful. Chew each bite slowly. Put your fork down between bites. Let your body lead. If you feel tired after eating, it's a sign something was off, maybe too fast, too processed, or too heavy. Afternoon is when most people crash. Instead of caffeine or snacks, breathe. Step outside. If you can, lie down with your legs elevated for 5 minutes. This resets your vagus nerve, your gut-brain connection. For dinner, eat earlier. The gut needs time to process before sleep. A warm, easy-to-digest meal like steamed vegetables, a small portion of fish or lentils, and a fermented food on the side. Sip herbal tea after. Chamomile, ginger, fennel, these calm the gut and prepare your body for deep rest. Your nighttime routine matters. Turn off screens 60 minutes before sleep. Dim the lights. Stretch gently. Journal if needed, and go to bed at the same time every night. The microbiome regenerates while you sleep. Disrupting that window is like interrupting your body during surgery. Protect your rest. Your gut is counting on it. Now let's zoom out and look at your gut reset weekly plan. Day 1, 2, 3. Remove and rest. Eliminate refined sugar, dairy, gluten, seed oils, alcohol. Focus on rest, hydration, and movement. Eat simple, whole meals. Nothing new yet. No snacking. Let the gut breathe. Day 4 to 7. Reintroduce and rebuild. Begin adding prebiotic fibers: onion, garlic, leeks, banana. Add 1 tablespoon. Day of fermented foods. Introduce light herbs, ginger, turmeric, parsley. Increase chewing time and breathing exercises. Day 8 to 14. Strengthen and stabilize. Add more fiber variety: lentils, cooked greens, squash. Walk daily after meals. Prioritize sleep quality. Add light resistance, exercise, or yoga. Day 15 to 21. Integrate and sustain. Try new fermented foods. Miso, kefir. Practice 1 full day of mindful eating. No distractions. Test your tolerance. Try a slice of gluten-free bread or cheese and observe your body. Reflect. How do you feel now compared to day 1? Remember, no plan works if you hate it. Your gut reset should feel like a return to balance, not punishment. If something causes stress, modify it. This isn't a 21-day detox. It's a foundation. Once you experience less bloating, better energy, clearer skin, and more stable mood, you won't want to go back. You'll feel the difference. And that's when you'll know your gut is healing. The real secret. Your body already knows how to heal. You just have to stop getting in the way. Every bite, every breath, every night of sleep, it all adds up. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. If this video helped you see things differently, share it with someone who's struggling silently with their gut. And if you're ready to take this reset deeper, subscribe to Gut Sense Wheel. Walk the next steps together, one layer at a time.